Hi, I'm Sydney. This is Big Rhonda, and I lived in her for over 2 years, and I'm going to give you guys a van tour. First off, as you can see, she is a big rusty bitch. Yes, I knew that she was rusty when I bought her. She came from Michigan, and she is kind of starting to fall apart. Like, pieces will break off. I knew what I was getting into, and the reason why I went with it was because I needed something ASAP. So I just bought this. It was a pretty good deal. I bought her for $2,400, and the rust was not this bad when I got it. I greatly accelerated the rust by staying at beaches a lot, and the salt and the air made it a lot worse. But I've had her for 2.5 years, and I've definitely got my money worth out of her for not having to pay rent all that time. So when we first walk in, we have the kitchen area. This is my propane stove. It is on a silicone mat so it doesn't slide around while I'm driving, because it will. That has happened before, and that's why this won't close now. And don't mind the dust. I'm in the desert. I can't help it. I have my kitchen drawers tied back with this rope so it doesn't move while I'm driving. And this is where I keep all my cooking stuff, like pans, pots, dishes, sauces, oils and stuff, spices. I wanted to put all of my spices up like this, but they are really not strong enough. They start to fall, so I'm gonna have to figure out something else with that. So for now, they're all over the place. And in the bottom drawer, I have all of my dry goods. So I have like rice, those backpacking meals that you just add hot water to, stuff for smoothies, and then storage containers, protein shaker, all that. And then above the stove, we got more storage space, sauces, and all of that stuff. Tortillas up in here, Takis, and then more dry goods. So looks like protein, cocoa powder, nuts, tea, quinoa, lentils, seeds, protein, light. And then here in this wood bowl is where I usually keep my fruits and veggies. Right now, I pretty much only have avocado and apples. But yeah, that's where I keep all of my fresh food. I don't have a fridge, so that is all I use. You don't need to refrigerate fruits or veggies. Moving on, we have my bathroom vanity. So all the things that are stuck up on the wall are mounted using this double-sided tape. I haven't had a problem using this tape with anything falling off, so I will have the listing of the one that I used in the description. I know it's a very tiny mirror. This is more for show. This guy used to have an air plant in him, but I am terrible with plants and it died. So this is where I put all my jewelry, and it is mounted down with Velcro. And that's what this is here as well. There used to be a plant here, but it died again because I am a terrible plant person. So that's why it's looking a little empty in this corner. And then below, I have this basket here. Kind of acts as a little junk drawer. I just have random shit in it. And then my laundry bag. And I usually have my duffel bag sitting right here, but it is inside of my friend's house right now. I glued these Velcro nuts to the top for extra storage space. More storage. I just kind of have like beanies and pashminas in there. And then one of my books. And my little library. Here's a Lord of the Ring reference for you. And then more storage. I have some vitamins and stuff in there. And then this is where I keep all of my herbs and incense, rocks, crystals, tools, all of that stuff. And then on this other side of my bed, I have all these hooks up here. This is my carbon monoxide alarm for when I'm cooking or using my propane heater. I hang my bags and my fanny packs up on these hooks. I use these reusable bags for shopping, and then I also kind of just hang some of my fresh food up in those too. And then behind those bags is where I keep all of my sweaters and my hiking backpack. And then below this backpack, on this little step in this basket, I have extra sweaters and a poncho in there. And as you can tell, I like to put random stickers everywhere. This is my fire staff Carlos. And then there is my bat that I like to keep next to my door. And on the side of the door, I kind of just have my teepee there for when I need to use it, when I'm going outside. Sanitizer, sprays for my van, broom to sweep my van, and a shit shovel. And now moving on to the front of the van, behind my seat, I have this organizer, which is kind of full at the moment. And in that bag, I have extra cables. There's a Polaroid camera right there, scissors, flashlight, kind of just a bunch of random shit. And as you can see, I like to have baskets everywhere. They're really great organizers. More random stuff. I got wine, alcohol, extra bottle, shoes. I got a big quartz rock. And then even behind the organizer, in the actual seat pocket, I got like reusable grocery bags. And moving on to my bedroom. Down here, I have drawers for my clothes. I got organizers for all my clothes. Here's all my shirts and underwear. And then pants, I kind of just throw in there, fold them obviously. And then shorts, I got a lot. I gotta get rid of some of those. And then socks. And then more stuff. I used to have baby locks on my drawers. That didn't work, as you could see, when they kind of like open and close when I'm driving. The ends kind of just broke when they would slam against this wood part, and so that didn't really work. There used to be ropes on here that would connect here, and I cut those off because thought the child locks would work better and it would be more aesthetically pleasing, and obviously that did not work. And then above my bed I added these 2 Ikea shelves. They're like $5 and I just screwed them into the sides. That's the only woodwork that I've added to this van. I got toiletries in here, more toiletries on this side. And then back here, I don't know if you can really see, but I got more organizers where I have more clothes. Same back there, extra toiletries in that basket. Towels, paperwork, candles in here. And then I just got a bunch of jars and stuff right here. Some plant medicine. Then this is where I keep my inverter. I use it to power my fan and to power my lights. Sorry, you're gonna have to turn it to the side to view this, but this is what it looks like with all the lights on at night. It took me a couple days to record this and even more so to put it together, and I'm not near the van right now to take any more videos. I've had a lot going on, so this is what we got. Also, that sink don't work, that's why I forgot to talk about it. Moving on. Then I got some notebooks next to it, held down by a giant amethyst book thing, which is Velcroed down to keep it from falling over as I drive. And now to the front, I have curtains on the shower rod, and it's kind of just hooked on that ledge right there and tightened so it stays put. And I use that to separate the front from the back so I have privacy at night. I keep extra blankets on the seat. It keeps me from burning my ass when it's hot during the summer, and I use them for beach blankets. And up here I have my Good Fortune kitty. He is Velcroed down. And then same with my cacti, they are also Velcroed down. Here's Kaepernick. I got this little thing at a pet store because he looks just like my cat, which is no longer with me. He's at my grandma's house. So I just wanted to keep that there to remind me of him, and have him traveling with me in spirit because he does not like being in the van. And then over here I have this solar powered Lucy light. It blows up and I keep that in the windshield so it charges up during the day, and I hang this on my ceiling at night. Somehow I forgot to record the back, but under my bed there is a ton of storage space, and I forgot to mention that I am 5'1", so I could stand all the way up in my van and still have room. And then on the passenger side, I have more lotions and hair stuff and just random things. So I need you guys to realize that you do not need to be a rich kid to afford this lifestyle. You do not need a fancy build like this to be able to start living on the road. Yes, it would be nice, but it is not essential for you to start your van life. The only reason why I have a nice build like this is because I bought it like this. I would not have done the woodwork in here myself, and I'm actually in the process of buying something smaller, and when I do, I'm gonna be keeping it very simple. I am not doing a full build out. For me, the point of van life is to live simply, live minimally, experience life, and have freedom, and I am willing to sacrifice my comfort for my freedom. So do not be fooled by the sprinter dominated YouTube community that you need a decked out sprinter to be able to enjoy van life, because a lot of those people come from money and they have bigger budgets than people like us do. The reason why I chose van life was because I wanted to travel, but also I wouldn't have been able to afford travel the way I was living, working 2 jobs and trying to afford my apartment and not being able to have any free time outside of that. So if you're choosing van life because you want to escape being a slave to capitalist society and you actually want to enjoy your life, skip the $10,000 van build. I'd also like to add that I have lived without full electricity for over 2 years. I do not have solar panels, a solar setup. I have a small electric generator, but I really only use it to power a small fan during the summer, and my LED lights that I have going around my van, and that doesn't really take up that much electricity, and a small bullet blender that I use occasionally. I do not have a fridge, which is the main reason why most people get solar. For me, a fridge is not essential because I'm a vegetarian and fruits and vegetables do not need to be refrigerated, as well as dry goods like rice and lentils, beans, and all that. So if you want your van life to be easier, cheaper, more simple, skip the fridge, skip the solar system, eat your veggies, and just don't buy 2 weeks worth of vegetables and you'll be fine. I know I haven't posted much since I've started this channel, but my life has been very hectic within the last 2 months. But I will be downsizing. I'm looking specifically for a CRV. And when I get it, I will be posting more about how to live cheaply, minimally, and proving to you guys that you do not need this to live on the road. If you watched my first video, I talked about how my travels first started in a CRV. I love the car and I'm ready to go back to it. It is going to be so much cheaper on maintenance and gas. It's a much smaller tank and is way more fuel efficient. So I am really excited to be switching over to that. So if you're interested in seeing real van life shit, please subscribe, check out my other socials, and please give this video a like and comment. And thanks for watching, and I'm really looking forward to showing you guys SUV life.